Women are like foreign investigators when it comes to picking up on tiny things about men. Particularly if they see a prospective future with a certain man, they'll analyze and survey him, observe his actions and try to figure out what kind of man he is. High-value men are a bit of a contradiction. Unlike traditional ordinary men, these men march to the rhythm of their own drum and prefer not to adhere to the guidelines that society has so orderly laid out for them. This mentality, however, makes them appealing to women, who are often drawn to the confidence and mystery. These men exude an aura that causes ladies to have an unspoken connection with high-value men, but most of the time they have no idea why or when. It is obvious that women are attracted to all kinds of men. There's something special about men of high value who just appear to push all the right buttons. It is not about the clothes they are wearing or how they cut their hair. It extends significantly deeper than that. It's about the overall package and the way they conduct themselves. Their attitude and the approach they take, as well as how they interact with the outside world. So, with that stated, here are 9 things women instantly notice about high-value men. Number 1. They are trustworthy and don't play games. In today's world, it's extremely common for people to play mind games with one another. They usually do this to prevent getting hurt or because they're scared of being honest. While this could work in the short term, it's not a solid long-term strategy. High-value men are very honest. They say what they mean and mean what they say. They are not scared to be honest, even if it means offending someone. The truth is always more beneficial in the long run, even if it's not something people want to hear. This straightforwardness can often be mistaken for rudeness, but it is actually a highly desirable quality. Women prefer an open and honest man to one who plays games and attempts to manipulate them. A man of high value is the type of person who will tell you if he does not like your new hairstyle, even if he knows you're not going to like hearing it. It may not be what you would like to hear, but at least you know your position with him, and that's healthier than being lied to. Number 2. Their unshakable confidence. As we all know, women are drawn to confidence, and high-value men carry themselves with a particular air of self-assurance that is incredibly attractive to the opposite sex. Most people confuse confidence with arrogance, but the two are completely different. Arrogance is a mask often used to cover up insecurity, while confidence is a quiet internal strength that radiates from inside. High-value men are confident in who they are and what they think. They don't require validation from other people because they know their worth. This confidence is incredibly contagious, making people around them feel more confident as well. Women usually like such a man in their life, as he can assist him in feeling better about himself. Number 3. Their clever way of complimenting. While men of high value rarely make compliments, they do it totally differently from other men. Most men will give compliments based on physical looks, while these men concentrate on their character and achievements. It can look like a little change, but it's definitely quite significant. This kind of compliment is much more significant than the others, as it indicates their knowledge and good taste. It also indicates their attentiveness to her as a person, not just her appearance. This is the type of compliment that will cause women to feel valued and amazing. That's the good approach to complimenting, since it gets to the heart of what women actually want, to be respected and loved for who they are and not only for what they look like. Instead of flattering her with meaningless words like every other man, men of high value concentrate on what she needs on the inside. This way, she will feel very connected to him without understanding why, because he will touch her vulnerabilities in a non-judgmental way. These gentlemen know how to make women feel special without even trying. Number 4. They are intelligent and creative. The term high-value man has turned out to be increasingly popular in recent years. Men of high value are recognized as having the top rank in male intelligence and creativity. They are frequently the ones who bring about change and make things happen. While they make up a small portion of the population, they have a considerable influence, and there is literally no way that women do not take any notice of these wonderful minds, whether it's at the workplace or on a day just spending time with friends. These men enjoy deep and profound discussions and are usually eager to learn more. Their curiosity not only makes them good conversationalists but also makes them good listeners. It also enables them to think outside the box. Being capable of seeing things from different angles and perspectives is an important asset in any field. And high-value men frequently utilize this to their benefit. Whether it is about relationships, employment, or life generally. The unique and creative way of thinking will definitely bring something new to the table. Number 5. Their silence take the initiative. Men of high value have a unique manner of resolving issues. They are the kind of men who accept authority without having to utter a word. It is not necessary that they are the leaders in every circumstance, but they have a method for taking charge when it is required. While they like to remain in the background, observing their silent takeover, their mentality often comes to the fore. When it's necessary, the majority of women immediately notice this type of man, as they understand that he can manage everything that comes his way. He does not have to be the center of attention, even though he has a method of making things happen. This attitude usually comes across as extremely calm and reserved, even in the most chaotic conditions. While a low-value man craves attention, a man of high value is satisfied to let others have the credit. This does not mean that men of high value are doormats, they just know when it's time to take control and when to step aside. Number 6. The unique sense of style. While other men might struggle to keep up with the newest trends, men of high value aren't scared to march to the beat of their own drum when it comes to fashion. Whatever they wear is not only about portraying an image, it also boils down to comfort. High-value men like simplicity even though this usually causes confusion. This might be anything from dressing like a gentleman wearing black all the time. Their fashion is an extension of their character and portrays their special traits. Most men like wearing bright colors and flashy designs, while men of high value maintain their outfits simple and neat. The less there is to look at, the more people can concentrate on themselves and what they have to say, which is precisely what high-value men like when they are around women. Number 7. Their unpredictability. While men of high value dislike surprises that rob them of time, they are usually the ones who are full of surprises themselves. Their enigmatic nature keeps things fascinating, and ladies never quite know what they can expect from them. This can be both beneficial and horrible. But these men understand how to keep their spontaneity in check. They never do anything without thinking it through first, so their impulsive behavior is usually controlled. They like to change things up and bring some pleasure to her life. While other men could be straightforward and boring, these men know when and how to keep her guessing. However, even with their unpredictability, men of high value are still trustworthy. They don't promise things they can't keep and always follow through on their obligations. This is an uncommon combination that attracts women's attention. Number 8. Their mysterious nature. Men of high value are the kind of guys that constantly appear to have something up their sleeves, which makes them extremely appealing to women and fairly interesting to try to figure out. There's definitely something about these men that makes them difficult to read, and that's precisely what makes them so attractive. They're always keeping the ladies guessing, and they can't help but be drawn in by their mysterious atmosphere. Attempting to comprehend these types of men is like trying to solve a puzzle. And it's an enormously addictive challenge even if she never totally cracks the code. The journey is always pleasurable, while other men could be easier to read and anticipate. Men of high value are often full of surprises. This unpredictability is fascinating and it is something that many women seek. That's not to suggest that every man like this is intentionally ambiguous or mysterious. In many cases, it's simply because they don't feel obligated to share every detail of their lives with everyone they meet. Very private people, and they don't consider it necessary to put everything out there for the public to see. This can make these men look even more enigmatic. Nevertheless, this is part of what makes a high-value man so attractive. Number 9. Their desire for adventure. When we are talking about adventure, we're not only speaking about adventure in the physical sense, we're also referring to the emotion of adventure in life. Men of high value are often ready for new experiences. They are curious individuals and wish to learn as much as possible. This spirit of adventure often makes a woman happy and eager, which makes high-value men stand out in this environment of mediocrity and ordinary. Women are naturally attracted to men who are willing to take chances and don't mind stepping outside their comfort zones. They make life look more interesting, which enables women to feel like they can accomplish anything they set their minds to. This doesn't imply that men of high value frequently skydive or scale mountains. This just indicates they are often open to new experiences and are continuously searching for various methods of doing things. They are the kind of men who are constantly seeking out new challenges, and they are never fulfilled by just hanging around and doing nothing. Well, that is all for the video. If you find it helpful, consider subscribing and sharing it with your friends.